Hi everyone! Today is my 100th video, so I decided to do the 50 facts about me video that a lot of you have been requesting, and it was also voted on my blog. So let's get started before this video gets like super long. I can easily sleep more than 12 hours a night. I just love sleeping. My first concert was an Elton John concert when I was around 6 or 7 years old. It was right after The Lion King was released. I love Lord of the Rings. I'm such a nerd for Lord of the Rings. I just love all those movies. I read the books, and my favorite one out of the three is The Two Towers, which I saw on my birthday. I actually dragged my friends to the theater, and none of them were really into Lord of the Rings, but you know what? I didn't care. It was my birthday, my rules. I wanted to go see all the gang, okay? I wanted to see Frodo, Merry, Pippin, Legolas. I hate mushy vegetables. I just don't like the consistency. It kind of looks like baby food, and it makes the food just taste really soggy and gross, and I hate it. I know this may surprise a lot of you, but I am an introvert, and I do have a blog post about that. I basically, everywhere I go that's like a big event or something, I can go to those things if I force myself, but it just drains my energy out. So the following day I just have to stay at home and just like watch YouTube videos or something because I need to recharge. So if you're an introvert, you know this very well, but if you're an extrovert, it's a little difficult to explain. The camera I currently use to take blog photos was my 17th birthday gift. So it is a pretty old camera. I got it when I was a junior in high school, so, but yeah, I mean, it still takes great pictures. I keep on using it. I'm gonna use it until I can't take any more pictures. The first time I ever stepped foot in a library, I was 10 years old, and it was 5th grade. It was right after I had moved to the United States. English is my second language. French is my third language, and I started learning that in freshman year of high school, so it's been around 11 and a half years I've been learning French. It takes a while. I'm not fluent, I don't think I am, but I hopefully will be fluent once I move back to Paris, because that's my goal. I lived in Tijuana, Mexico for 10 years. I've met a lot of great people online through Tumblr, Twitter, and YouTube, and those people are just some of the best people. I just find it way easier to interact with people online, and then once I meet them in person, like, it just feels like we've known each other like for years. It's always been the case. Like, I met so many friends while I was studying abroad in Paris. Like, it was ridiculous, and with all of them it just felt so nice to like talk to them and hang out with them, and yeah, it's just amazing to meet people from all around the world. Like, I'm so like fortunate to say I have friends in like Japan and in Paris, and I have a Venezuelan friend who's in Canada at the moment, so I just love meeting people online, and they're some of the best people I've met. I started wearing glasses in sophomore year of high school. I have really big feet. I'm a size 10 here in the US, and in Europe I'm a size 41, so it was a little bit tricky to find shoes in Paris, but I managed to do just fine. But it would be like the last size 41 shoes that I would find, so yeah, I have big feet and I happen to like them. I studied French literature, cinema, and history while I was studying abroad in Paris, and the university that I studied at was the Sorbonne Paris 4, or Paris 4th. I cannot stand hot weather, and right now my room feels like a sauna. I know San Diego is known for its like beautiful weather, like it's super hot, clear skies and all that, but I just hate it. I really like cold, cloudy weather, and that's the complete opposite of what we have. So yeah, I usually do a lot of complaining during the summer. Those of you who know me well know that I co-run a Tumblr page called I Love Phoenix, and I love Phoenix, duh. They're a French band. They're one of my favorite bands, and I've met them several times, and it's really funny each time that I see them. Like, we just talk like we're friends. Like, we'll talk about like me and Toile were talking about like the best baguettes in the US. Like, he was recommending a place in LA and New York, and then I'll talk to like Franco about like school, and it's just like, it's so surreal. But it just feels very natural because I've seen them like so many times, and like they know my face. The last one, my brother, and it's really cool. But each time, like afterwards, I'm just like fangirling. I'm like, wait, did that just happen? It's very weird, but I love it. I am very scared of clowns. When I was a child, I used to have Disney themed birthday parties. So I had a Snow White one, a Lion King one, and a Pocahontas one. I also used to be obsessed with Pokemon. I owned anything and everything Pokemon, from the video games to stuffed animals, t-shirts, hats, bags. Yeah, I think you get the point. I have 2 dogs, a Chow Chow and a Yorkie. I played tennis religiously for years. I was even in my high school's varsity tennis team. In high school, I was in AP classes and I graduated with honors. In university, I majored in French and Francophone studies and I minored in European studies. The first time I went to France, I was in high school. It was 2008. I was a senior and I went with my French class. During that high school trip to France, I tore my meniscus in a World War II bunker, which was very, very dumb and it hurt. And for the rest of the trip, I was in a wheelchair in every single museum that we went to. I can eat cheese every single day of my life. I just love cheese. The stinkier, the better. I could also eat baguettes every single day of my life if I could. Can you guys guess my favorite color? I'll give you a hint. It's yellow. I didn't have a boyfriend until I was 20 years old. I am also really, really scared of bees. I just love museums. I love visiting museums. It can be any type of museum. It can be art, photograph, history, science. It doesn't matter. If it's a museum, I'm probably gonna enjoy it. Baseball is one of my favorite sports to watch. I have 2 favorite teams, and those are the Yankees, of course, and the San Diego Padres, because I have to support my home team. My favorite movie of all time is this, and this is Interstellar 5555. If you're a Daft Punk fan, then you know which movie I'm talking about, but it looks like this. This is when I discovered Daft Punk, and I remember I would stay up really late watching Cartoon Network in hopes to watch this. My favorite candy is Sour Skittles. One of the things I collect are photo booth pictures, so whenever I see a classic photo booth, I have to take a picture in it and I put it in a box where I have all of my other photo booth pictures. Another thing I collect are fortune cookie fortunes. As you can see, I just have a box with just fortunes basically. When I do my eyeliner, I do my right eye with my right hand and I do my left eye with my left hand. Whenever I drink out of a straw, which is very often, I always end up chewing it at the end. My handwriting sucks. It's so messy and just like, I don't know. I love music festivals and I hope to go to Glastonbury one day. That's like my dream music festival, and I always watch it like on YouTube or on TV, and I'm just like, I want to be there so bad. I would love to own an English Bull Terrier at some point in my life. They're my favorite dog. They're like my dream dogs. Like, I love my dogs, but those dogs are just like the dog version of me. They're really like dorky and energetic, and I just love them. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just go look at your nearest Target ad. The Target dog, that's an English Bull Terrier. When I was around 3 or 4 years old, I ran into a cactus on purpose because it just looked really like strange, and I wanted to like see them like close up, and I immediately regretted that decision. So I ended up with a bunch of like splinters all over myself, and my mom had to take them out, and it was painful, but at least I learned my lesson that do not go near a cactus. I have seen Paul McCartney live 5 times so far, and my wildest dream, like this is like something that I wish it could happen, but I don't know if it will, but I really hope so. I want to get his autograph tattooed on my arm because I've seen him do that plenty of times. I saw it when I went to my birthday. I went to see Paul McCartney in Manchester. He did that. He pulled a girl from, from the crowd. He did that in Outside Lands too. So I just want to be that girl that gets like his autograph on his arm, and that's like the only tattoo that my dad doesn't object because it would be such a cool story. Like, okay, I went up on stage, well, Paul McCartney grabbed me from like the audience, I went on stage, he autographed my arm, and then I got it tattooed. That's like the coolest story ever. I started making online friends when I was 11 years old. I joined an 18s discussion forum and I just started meeting people from there. And the best person I met through that discussion board was my friend Sveta. She was just like the best person you could ever imagine. She almost felt like an older sister. And I used to love having conversations with her. She sent me this like 18s like notebook through the mail, and it was just such a great friendship. I love taking my time when I go shopping, which is one of the reasons why I tend to go shopping by myself. I started my first vlog when I was a sophomore in college, and it seemed like a really good idea. I was just writing stories about like what would happen in my life, but I quickly ran out of stories because my life isn't that interesting, so I only had it for a couple of months and then I just deleted it. My favorite Sailor Moon character was Sailor Mars. I love geography, it's one of my favorite things. I just love learning about maps and like cities, like states and capitals and all of that. I just really love memorizing things. Like right now I'm playing a lot of Quiz Up and I love the geography section because it really just tests my brain. One of my favorite drinks is iced tea. I think a lot of people think Neuzeth is my last name, but it's actually my middle name. And the way you pronounce my middle name is Neuzeth. Imagine the word new and then the name Seth. Neuzeth. That's how you would pronounce it in English. In Spanish, I usually just say Neuzeth. And then in French, it would be Noisette. And yeah, I kind of changed the pronunciation based on what language I'm speaking because like phonetic sounds change, so I have to adapt my names to those languages. So that was it for the 50 facts about me video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope you learned a thing or two about me. I don't know. If you have any questions, just leave them down below in the comments and I will answer them. And I'm gonna get out of my room because it is really, really hot in here. So yeah, I'll see you guys very soon. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and it's DIY week on my blog, so go check it out for DIY ideas. And yeah, alright. Bye everyone!